Okay, we are here in our next estimate in Huntley today. It is the 10th of October 2005. This is like a horse stable. This customer here is trying to add life to his roof. He said his roof is 20 years old. I could feel the wind blowing at me, so he says he experienced a lot of tabs coming off. So let's go up this roof and check to see what we can find on this shingle roof. I haven't even been up here yet, so I'm just going to verbally talk through what I see. So far I see a lot of gutter bracket nails kind of coming out, so I want to document all that and figure out what it's going to take to make this gutter happy again. Original spike and ferrule nails coming out. Some of them are, I see a shingle in the gutter. We want to get that tuned up or repaired. It'd be pretty expensive to pull this gutter off and replace it. Customer mentioned that he is fixing a number of tabs over time. You can see the tabs within the gutter here. So let's get this. There we go. That's better. You can see this shingle still somewhat flexible and bendy, but granulars coming off the roof. 2 layers. So this is the second layer. That's an evidence of 2 layers. It looks like we have some decent installation. Just a lot of wind coming off this. So I'm going to check these seal tabs here. So for the majority of the roof, got a decent repair there. I'd like to get some more sealant there, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and walk around. So far what I see, I like what I'm seeing. This definitely is a roof that we want to try to add life to and preserve. But let's also consider other factors. So this needs to be sealed down. Get this resealed here. He mentioned that he had a lot of nail pops that he was struggling with, which most likely will be a challenge to deal with for the rest of the life of this roof. Want to get all of these nail heads sealed. But this would be there's a lot of tabs. A lot of repairs. You can see there's hundreds of them. At least a couple hundred tabs that have been repaired over the years. A lot of little repairs over the years. Not too excited about the way the repairs have been done. 2 layers. This is a decent repair. I can see the shingles going under decent. Number of repairs over there. This is kind of at its end of its life here. We're going to want to get some more sealant, new plumbing collar over here. These shingles are really hard and crispy over in here. I can't even bend that. That's about as all as it's got. So if the wind was to lift up a shingle, it'd be very brittle. Got some new shingles around here done. Walking around. Here's another tab that's lifted and blown away from somewhere. Nope, that's just the way the repair was done. So this is usually a challenging spot. This is pretty rough. That's going to need a whole new step flashing and counter flashing. You can see the rain drying up over there, black streaking over here. Probably wouldn't be the best value to clean this roof, because it's an ugly roof regardless if it's cleaned or not, because it's so old. So this roof has a lot of life left into it based on the love and repair and maintenance that the homeowner has done over the years. It's a very easily walkable roof, so you can come up here and do what needs to be done. Huge area to consider. I'm not sure how things are installed on this roof. I'm looking at this right here. It looks like it's kind of sloping down right here. Maybe you can see that in the camera. So I'm gonna delicately step here, see what that does. It's pretty solid. It's nothing too crazy. So really the only thing that we can do to help this roof, I'm thinking, would be to just continue to preserve and maintain this roof. So the shingles are not as flexible as I like to see them. And we want to get any loose areas, come up here with the leaf blower and find those loose tabs, get those sealed down. We got a nail pop coming out here, so we want to get sealant over that. You can see all the dirt and the gook under that tab. So the roof rejuvenation soil methyl ester product is really good at soaking and saturating all the way down into shingles and reactivating seal strips that are still glued down. They're still, the seal tab is solid, can't lift it up. But that tab back there, you noticed how there's a lot of dirt and gook and dust under there. The soy methyl ester roof rejuvenation service isn't really going to reactivate those, but it is going to allow for the shingles to be flexible. And if you wanted those to be resealed down, we can just kind of take, a $2 tube of black sealant, make a couple of quarter dollops under each corner, right here and one there, and then you'll never have to worry about that. Noticing a lot of nail pops in this area here, dried up sealant. Is this roof worth rejuvenating? We still got a really good shingle. The shingle is solid. It's not losing all of its granulars. There's not excessive thermal cracking, but we are seeing a heavy amount of nail pops, and we're going to be doing that chasing for the remainder life of this roof. You can see going up this roof how there's a bit of curling and cupping. Let me kind of expand that. Shingles are curling and cupping, lifting of nails. So here's where we're at. This is the life of an asphalt roof. We're kind of at the end here. Been doing this for 7 years. I'm passionate about it because I know that this customer, he doesn't want to spend all this money to replace all these shingles and start from scratch. So potentially, if we do things right by combining proper tune-up repairs with a conditioning oil treatment, we can add an additional 5 years to this roof. But we always want to be mindful of any potential leak-prone areas. You can't just spray it and forget it. We want to come up here with a leaf blower and proactively, before the winds come, go backwards against all the shingles, seal down those tabs. So anybody that's familiar with a leaf blower and a caulk gun, they can take repairs themselves. It may not be conducive to have your conditioning rejuvenating contractor do all those repairs. We want to get all these buttoned up and repaired. A little bit of gutter maintenance going on here. So that's kind of all I got. I'm going to go ahead and formulate a quote for this customer, give him the news, give him the plan. And as a contractor, we also offer exterior cleaning and maintenance services like gentle detergent soft washing. So I'll also kind of do a quick walk around his home and his property, talk about how we can also add value in doing a gentle detergent soft wash and getting the organics off his home and safely and effectively without using any high pressure. Look for other ways to add value beyond our main rejuvenating conditioning treatment. Sorry for the long video again. Questions or concerns, feel free to call, and we can talk about how to add life to your roof. Thank you.